believe that Britney Spears will be sacrificed December the 15th, 2020. Britney Jean Spears is an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and actress, so she's clearly extremely talented. She's credited with influencing the revival of teen pop during the late 1990s and early 2000s, for which she is referred to as the Princess of Pop, kind of like how Michael Jackson was known as the King of Pop. Born December the 2nd, 1981, she's currently age 39. She was born in Macomb, Mississippi, United States. Her height is 1.63 meters. She has two children, Sean Preston Federline and Jaden James Federline. She's been married twice. She first got married to a person called Jason Allen Alexander. That lasted less than a year. Interestingly, he was born in 1981 and he's currently 39. And then she went on to marry Kevin Federline straight after. This relationship lasted 3 years, where she had two children. Britney Jean Spears, her full name, equals 201. And as soon as I saw that, I thought, I'm going to do some decode into this girl. So 201, instantly I think of the Jesuit order. People who are running the show, entertainment, sports, politics, science, pharmaceutical companies, the list goes on. They own it. 201. Britney Spears has two big numbers here, the 63, but I want to talk about the 81 first. So Britney Spears has the reverse full reduction of 81. The word ritual equals 81 in two ciphers. Also, the 27 is a big number, as is the 45. I'm going to continue with the 81. Baby One More Time was her number one hit. It was her first hit. It's basically what turned her into a superstar. That also has a reverse full reduction of 81. Notice here how 72 and 27 are reflections of each other. It's very important. She's Sagittarius, her zodiac sign. That has a reverse full reduction of 81. And notice how it has the 45, the same as ritual. It gets even more interesting, guys. Sagittarius has two of the same ciphers as Jesuit order, the 144 and the 153. Notice here, the full reduction is 54, which is a reflection of 45. And here I've discussed the number 27, which is a reflection here with 72. This is all intentional. This is all by the numbers. I predicted that she will die or be ritually sacrificed on December 15, 2020. That also has a reverse full reduction of 54, which has the same number here as the full reduction, 54. They are responsible for these deaths. So often we get told it's suicide, it's overdose, it's fans who've gone too far and killed them. Whatever it may be, it's the Jesuit order behind it. So let me break this down for you. She was born in 1981. Britney Spears equals 81. Her first husband was born in 1981. Ritual equals 81 in two ciphers, the English ordinal and reverse ordinal. Her first song released and most iconic song, Baby One More Time, equals 81. The zodiac sign is Sagittarius, which equals 45 and 81 and 144 and 153, like Jesuit order, not a coincidence. December 15, 2020 equals 54, like Jesuit order. Let's keep going. That should be enough to show you that she's a puppet of the Jesuit order, probably of no fault of her own, as she auditioned for the Mickey Mouse Club at 8 years old. She got on the show at 11. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't her decision, it was her parents. And I think a lot of these kids, the likes of Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, Ryan Gosling, who were on season 3 of the Mickey Mouse Club, it's their parents who basically sell them off pretty much as slaves and for entertainment, make the Jesuit order a ton load of money, basically train them to be these icons. And as I've said, the Jesuit order dictate who's at the top and for how long they stay there. If you play by their rules, you will stay there for an extended period of time. But at some point, your time will be up. And it's happened many times to many celebrities and many singers. So, Britney's birthday is on the 2nd of December 1981, and she will be 39 years of age on the proposed date of death. The 15th of December can be written as 1512, or 1 plus 5 equals 6, and 1 plus 2 equals 3, or 63. Just like her age, 39, upside down and backwards. Britney Spears also has a gematria value of 63. Interestingly, she worked alongside and dated Justin Timberlake, and he also shares the same full reduction of 63. Same as Britney Spears, and her brother's first and middle name, Brian James, because it's called Brian James Spears, combined equals 63 and 36. So the reflection of each other here. The time between Britney's birthday, 2nd of December 1981, and possible death date, 15th of December 2020, will be exactly 39 years, 10 months, and 3 days. So if we do 10 plus 3, it's just 13. 15th of December 2020 has a date numerology of 13. As you can see here, you get the 12 and the 15 and the 2 2s from the 2020. Zeros have no value. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 equals 13. And of course, she'll be 39 years old. So there's your 39 and 13 connection. Britney Spears has gematria of 63, 180, and 81. As I've stated, the date 1512 can be written as 1 plus 5 equals 6 and 1 plus 2 equals 3, or 63, just like in a name. And her height is reported to be 1.63 meters, which is 5 foot 4 inches, like 54, and Jesuit order equals 54. You know what I've always questioned? Where it tells you how much a celebrity weighs. Do they weigh them every day? Like, I'm pretty sure they make these numbers up, even with their height, but their weight, that's just outrageous, telling us how much they weigh. How do people fall for this? Britney had a fake death news day on the 27th of December 2016. The time from that date to the 15th of December 2020 is a total of 207 weeks, like the number 27. I say in all my videos, the 0 has no value, so it's 27. The proposed death date, which is the 15th of December 2020, has a date numerology of 27. If you do the day and the month, 15 plus 12 equals 27. If Britney was 26, it would make this decode a lot easier, but of course Britney can't die at the age of 37, as she's 39. If she could possibly join the famous 27 club of musicians who died at the age of 27. The likes of Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, James Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and Jim Morrison. But the number 27 could play a major role in her death. She is a singer. Singer has numerology of 45 and 54. As I've mentioned, ritual equals 45 in reverse full reduction, and Jesuit order equals 54 full reduction, reflections of each other. It's no wonder so many singers have been sacrificed over the years. I've mentioned some here in the 27 club, who I believe was sacrificed, but then you throw in Elvis Presley, you throw in the lead singer of Linkin Park. Who else has gone young? Throw in Tupac. The list goes on and on and on of singers who have died, and a lot of the time it's been suspicious. So there you go. Britney could be joining the club of singers who are ritually sacrificed. She's also a songwriter, which has a gematria of 67, like the date 12-15-2020. If you do 12 plus 15 plus 20 plus 20, it gets you 67. She's a dancer, and the word dancer has the 27 full reduction here, and also the 36, which is a reflection of 63. So again, the 27 appears. She produced the album Blackout, referred to as her best work of the time. The word blackout has a gematria value of 31. Her possible death date, the 15th of the 12th, 2020, has numerology of 31 and 13, which is a reflection of 31. So the 13, you have, no, for the 31, you have 15 plus 12 plus 2 plus 2 equals 31. And for the 13, you have the 1 plus 5 plus the 1 plus 2 plus the 2 plus 2 equals 13. This album was released in 2007, like 27. On a side note, the album was released by Jive Records, and that has a full reduction of 56, which is the number of the year. As I've mentioned, coronavirus equals 56, Black Lives Matter equals 56. The list goes on with that. I could do a whole video on 56, but I had to include that number. She has 2 children, as I've mentioned, with Kevin Federline. His gematria includes 76 full reduction, which is a reflection of the numerology of the date I believe she will die, which is 67. I truly questioned what she was doing with him, and now we may know why she was forced to be with him. It's all about the numbers. It's all ritual. I know she's had multiple relationships. She's obviously been married twice. She's been with Justin Timberlake. She's been with Colin Farrell. She's been with numerous nobodies, probably due to the numbers. But she's been in many relationships. Her son, Sean Federline's 15th birthday was on the 14th of September 2020, which is exactly 31 months and 1 day from the 15th of December 2020. Like the number 31 I mentioned, that connected her extremely successful album, Blackout. And interesting how her eldest son is 15, and I'm predicting that she will die on the 15th. She performed in the 2001 Super Bowl, and that screams 201 to me, and arguably her most iconic live performance was the same year during the 2001 Video Music Awards, better known as the VMAs, singing Slave for You. I'm sure she was referring to the Jesuit order, because I think all these celebrities at the highest level are slaves for them. They sign those contracts and they do as they're told, yet we still worship them. Unfortunately, they don't have a voice of their own. They're paid puppets. They know it, but they like the fame, they like the fortune, they like the celebrity icon status, so they continue. Interesting that Slave for You equals 84, like the Jesuit order has that cipher, and 21 like Jesuit. A couple of side notes about this. The average cost of a 30-second commercial broadcasted during the 2001 Super Bowl show was 2.1 million. If you don't believe me, guys, everything I'm saying, research it. It's all there. NSYNC also performed during the same show, and their lead singer was Justin Timberlake. I've already told you that she worked with him in the Mickey Mouse Club, and she was dating him. They were this perfect couple. It's all scripted, these couples. Have you noticed they all get together? Brangelina and Posh and Bex, Britney and Justin. The list goes on. Now Justin Timberlake's with Jessica Biel. She's a big-time actress. A lot of the time, it's just by the numbers. But we just say, oh, well, it's just their crazy schedules. No, it isn't. It's just the numbers. Aerosmith was the headlining act that year, and they have the gematria values of 45 and 54. The Jesuit order, I've told you 45 is ritual, in lots of connections with 45 and Britney. So yeah, they was the headlining act. Britney was on that show, as was NSYNC. Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears have the 63 connection. Here's the image, probably her most iconic image, performing at the VMAs. Of course, she has a snake around her neck. Doesn't shock me. Just look into the World Health Organization. They love the symbol of the snake. And they run the show, the Jesuit order, entertainment, pharmaceutical companies, sports, professional sports, the government, got the finger in all these pies. So this beautiful woman you're looking at here, Britney, it looks like she's living this unbelievable life. She's just a puppet of the Jesuit order. The majority of the money she makes goes to them, not to her. And it's really sad. But obviously the media doesn't report that. But what they have reported, interestingly, is that her dad, Jamie Spears, He has been reported to basically have taken control of Britney's life, basically taking control of her money, her property, her assets, and this Free Britney campaign. But let me break this down. This didn't just start in the last few years. Jamie Spears, her father, has an English ordinal value of 116. And it was reported in 2008 that he took legal control of Britney's life. So it will come to no shock that Britney Spears follows 116 people on the Jesuit-owned platform Instagram. She also has 27 million followers, and I've discussed that number numerous times in this video, in connection with her date numerology, in connection with the fact that she had a meltdown in 2007, like 27. Her super famous album Blackout came out in 2007, like 27. And as I've mentioned here, so in 2007, she supposedly had a meltdown where she shaved her head. I personally believe she was under MK Ultra mind control. And if you don't believe me that exists, it does. It was proven pretty much in the 1950s. So just think what they've been able to do in the last 70 years. You see these celebrities doing these wild things and we say, oh, fame's got too much for them. No, they're under mind control, unfortunately. The majority of the A-listers, they do as they're told. Almost like when people get hypnotized, they have no idea what they're doing. So Jamie Spears, the 116, check this out. Britney Spears follows 116 people. I've told you in multiple videos that they script these numbers to suit their narrative. And there's the 27 million followers. I don't know how many times I have to talk about the 27 in this video. It's all ritual, it's all scripted. Here she is where she had her head shaved when she was under MK Ultra mind control, 2007. Get rid of the zeros, they have no value. Gives you 27. Interesting where it says X-Aid here. Britney Spears shaved her hair off in 2007 to cover up drug use. X-Aid. X-Aid equals 33. We all know about that number with the Freemasons. So supposedly Britney Spears shaved her head and flipped out on a car during the 2007 descent into madness amid a struggle for custody of her children. So I don't know, what is it? Is it because she went mad because she was fighting for custody of her children? Is it because she was covering up taking drugs? Make your mind up. The corrupt media strikes again. If you go to her Instagram page, you can see that something clearly isn't right with Britney, and her photos and videos seem extremely forced and staged. Also, when you hear her speak, she sounds like a little girl. Again, I think it's the MK Ultra. I actually feel really sorry for Britney Spears. Like I've said, she was forced into the Mickey Mouse Club. She auditioned at the age of 8. She got on the show at the age of 11. And for what? 31 years, she's been a puppet, almost like a slave to the entertainment industry. And like I said, I feel sorry for her. I think once you get in it, you can't get out of it unless they get rid of you. I really do believe that once you're in, you don't get out unless you die. I believe ever since she started in the Mickey Mouse Club, with the likes of, look, you got Ryan Gosling here as Britney, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake. I'm not sure who these three are, but just these four alone. Think of the careers they've had. He was the lead singer of the possibly the most successful boy band of all time, NSYNC. He had a solo career which was incredibly successful. Is an actor. Was in the Social Network movie. Numerous other movies. You got Christina Aguilera, a pop icon. So many number ones. Judge on The Voice. Got Britney Spears, multiple number one albums. I think she's had 4 number one albums, 6 number one hits. You got Ryan Gosling, one of the most famous actors of the last 15 years. And all these 4 came through the Mickey Mouse Club. I believe the parents of these kids, basically, like I said, they sell them off. Pretty much what happened with Macaulay Culkin. He made all those movies, millions and millions of dollars. Who got the money? Their dad got all the money. Macaulay Culkin saw barely any of it. So I feel sorry for these kids, and it's all they really know. Just think about it: when you're 10 years old, you don't know what's going on in the world, and if that's all you've known for 20 years, you just keep playing along. It's probably the norm for them. And again, I don't know what goes on with these three. I don't know who they are, but these four, you've got what, 4 out of 7 becoming superstars. It shows you that the Jesuit order dictate who gets to the top and who doesn't. So look at Mickey Mouse Club, 84 like Jesuit order. It's not a coincidence at all. So many other Instagram photos focus on the color red and red roses, and that is likely not by accident. See below how the 27 here strikes once again, as well as the 54, like Jesuit order, the 27. Keep discussing this number in connection with their possible death. But what really strikes me are these two 18s, which is a reflection of 81, just like ritual. Red rose equals 84, like the Jesuit order. It also has the 39, which is a reflection of 63. And remember, Britney Spears equals 63. Go on Instagram right now and watch how many posts she has that are connected with red and with red roses. It's not a coincidence. The color red can represent hatred, anger, warning, or death. It can symbolize death because red is the color of blood. I think what she's telling us is she's warning us of her imminent death. And I'm going to go into it here and show you what she's doing. Again, most people don't have a clue. They just like a video because it's Britney Spears, or they like a photo because it's Britney Spears, because they're programmed to like it. So her most recent post, as I'm posting this video, is that of red roses. There's 2 of them. And there's 3 lipstick emojis, which I think is possibly the kiss of death. As I've mentioned, I think, unfortunately, she's going to be taken away from us very shortly. But is this photo she, and when I say she, these celebrities do not own their Instagram. It's the Jesuit order who control what they post or what videos they can upload. It's not them. So again, all these people who want to be celebrities, think about it carefully before you want to get into that industry. It was uploaded on 10/13, like 113. 113 is the number of deception. Kobe Bryant had that number connected with him, and we all know what happened to him. This photo really makes me believe that her death is imminent. So you've got the red rose, and it says red coming soon. 3 emojis of red roses. And then you've got 6 exclamation marks. We all know about the number 6. The satanic number. So red coming soon, is she saying death's coming soon? That's how I see that. Red coming soon. I'm sure they'll tell us that's the name of a song or an album. But for me, this is telling people I am going to die soon. And the date was intentional. It's 13th of October. Can be 10/13. And remember, the 0 has no value, so it's 113. This was a big clue for me when I was decoding. And like I said, I hope I'm wrong. But just check out her Instagram page. It's pretty quirky, freaky. All these connections with red. She's wearing the same clothes. Weird quotes that she's uploading. Just speaking like a little girl, like a baby. She's under mind control, and it's tragic. So here's a photo I found of her with a red rose in her mouth. Supposedly she's replicating Julia Roberts here, the Vanity Fair, the Jesuit-owned magazine. So she's got a rose in her mouth. But there's some symbolism with Britney Spears and roses. There's something with roses, like Guns of Roses, and there's a lot of connection with roses. I've noticed. I've seen a lot of it in movies. There's something to it. So I looked into red roses. Where is it? Like I said, the Jesuit number there, the color red with the Jesuit number. As you can see her here, in the red catsuit. This song was from what was it called? Oops, I Did It Again, which was again one of her most successful songs. Look at her in the red. This number's connected with Britney. It has been from the beginning. And this image it just creeps me out. And she's posting these images constantly. She's wearing this shirt, the roses in her hair, not really smiling. She just looks like she's, I don't know, like I said, under mind control. But there's the roses in her head. She's trying to tell us something. She really is. Very few people are acknowledging what she's trying to say. And then here, the image of the red sky, and she's like, this is so cool. The sky looks red, almost like Mars. Psst, I heard on the news about a new planet in our solar system called Planet 9. I wonder what's on this planet, or is it a planet at all? I told you in my last video how the Jesuit order have all these connections with the number 9. So I don't know what she's saying. Is she saying that there's a planet where all these A-list celebrities go? Or is she being strung along? Did I lie to them? I don't know what she's trying to say here, but there's the red connection again. So for me, there's enough information, enough decode, enough narrative here to indicate that 1, she's under mind control. 2, she's a puppet of the Jesuit order and there's nothing she can do about it. She's too far in. 3, there's a big chance that she will be sacrificed on this date, December the 15th, 2020. If this doesn't happen, I think it's going to be in the foreseeable future. And like I said, it looks like she's having a breakdown. And no doubt, I wouldn't be shocked if it says that she dies of suicide or drug overdose. And people go, yeah, she was going a bit crazy on her Instagram. It makes sense. Fame got too much for her, like they say about Prince and Michael Jackson and Amy Winehouse and Marilyn Monroe and all these other famous celebrities who die young, probably die by the numbers. I'd have to decode them all. But it's pretty scary that this is going on. So we'll see what happens. Could be completely wrong. But there's a lot to indicate that Britney Spears will be sacrificed December the 15th, 2020.